Your skin looks thinner, almost more fragile. Have you noticed this after 40? Your makeup doesn't have that same blurring effect. Your veins look more visible. Your face just looks less full. And this is when most women go and buy collagen creams. But here's the problem. Topical collagen will never build lost collagen. And I'll explain exactly what will in just a minute. Welcome to episode 3 of the Skin Shift series. So what does thinning really mean? Your skin doesn't suddenly shrink and become thinner. The dermis loses elasticity. Now the dermis is the deeper layer of your skin. It's your epidermis and then your dermis. Because estrogen declines, less collagen gets produced basically. And collagen production roughly drops by 1% every year after 30. During perimenopause and menopause, the drop accelerates even more. Thinning really isn't just a surface level thing. It's a structural thing, almost like a building. And this is why creams alone cannot reverse it. Here's the collagen misconception. Let me set it right. Collagen molecules are way too large to penetrate your skin on a deeper level. Collagen creams can hydrate temporarily, but hydration does not equal structural rebuilding. You simply can't paste collagen onto your skin and expect it to rebuild your dermis. So what will actually stimulate collagen? Let me tell you. The first thing would be controlled stimulation. And there are various ways, chemical and mechanical ways. And I'm going to speak about two of the most popular ones, the most effective ones. The first one is retinoids, if you can tolerate it. But usually if your skin is in a good condition and you start with a low percentage and you build it up, or you get the prescription one and you start using it very slowly in a controlled manner, most people will be able to use it. What's so effective about retinoids? They stimulate cell production by penetrating the skin on a deeper level. They act as messengers that tells your skin cells to start working harder. This is all part of the controlled stimulation process. The second thing would be microneedling, that is professionally done. So what microneedling does is it triggers your skin's natural wound healing process without causing actual harm. It simply tricks your skin into thinking that it has been injured. And then your skin will start repairing and regenerating. The next thing is growth factor signaling. Growth factors are the bosses. They tell your skin cells exactly when to grow, heal, and rebuild. Examples are peptides. Hormone stability. You have to start managing the decline of estrogen and also the rise of cortisol, which is the stress hormone. There are various ways that you can do it through diet and nutrition, lifestyle and habits. For example, your quality of sleep and the amount of sleep that you get, moderate exercise on a regular basis, key supplements, and then obviously from your doctor. And you have to start reducing inflammation. You can do this through eating healthy fats like omega-3, sleep deeply, and manage your stress. All of these protect your skin from the inside out. You have to reduce sugar. You have to reduce alcohol and definitely increase some moderate exercise for about 30 minutes, at least 3 times a week. Introduce soothing skincare that contains things like niacinamide and ceramides, antioxidants, and then obviously non-negotiable SPF. Collagen production requires signaling, not just simply coating your face. If this kind of breakdown is helpful to you, please take a second to like this video and to subscribe. This series is building layer by layer to help you understand what's actually happening to your skin and to your makeup after 40. Now let's just go slightly deeper. Why does your skin look crepey and less firm? Something called glycosaminoglycans start declining. They fill the space between your collagen and your elastin. And when they start disappearing, the cushioning in your skin basically deflates, leading to sagging and less firmness. Now these gags are able to hold 1,000 times their own weight in water. And decline means loss of moisture, look dull, crepey, and less firm. And when that happens, now your collagen fibers become brittle and they break so much easier. And this results to deeper wrinkles. And on top of it all, hyaluronic acid production declines, your natural moisturizing factor in your skin, barrier dysfunction, increases transepidermal water loss, so you're losing even more water out of your skin, and dehydration exaggerates that thin and dull appearance and just that absolute loss of firmness. So if collagen creams are not the solution, what is the true solution? Let me tell you. But there's definitely an order that you need to tackle this, and the order really matters. Here's what to focus on first. First of all, repair barrier function. Now, I know I say this over and over, but it is like a foundation for a house. You cannot get around it. If you want results, you have to focus on repairing barrier function, because this seals the leaks in your skin to keep moisture in and irritants out. You have to stop using harsh scrubs and extremely strong actives. Got to cut it out completely. You have to start using ceramides and lipids to rebuild that protective bricks and mortar that your skin barrier is made up of. Secondly, reduce chronic inflammation. Why is this so important? You have to calm that fire that is devouring your collagen. Yes, that's exactly what the inflammation does. It absolutely devours and destroys your collagen. You've got to start using soothing ingredients like niacinamide, drinking green tea, introducing omega-3 fatty acids into your diet, everything and anything that you can to calm down the inflammation in your system and in your skin. You've got to start supporting internal hormone health if it applies to you. Things that you can really focus on is sleep and stress management to lower cortisol, that stress hormone. Now the next step is where you can start introducing collagen stimulating ingredients progressively and gradually. These ingredients are going to tell your skin cell to build new structure. Now that your skin is calm and strong, is the right time to introduce these messengers like retinoids and vitamin C, not before. And one of the most important things, you have to protect your skin against UV and oxidative stress. You have to guard and protect your new collagen that you worked so hard to help your skin produce again. In essence, repair precedes regeneration. So you first have to create that happy skin environment, having a calm and strong and healthy skin foundation before we can start regenerating. Because then your skin can start accepting those messengers and accepting those active ingredients that we are giving it to start rebuilding that structure of collagen and elastin. So if your skin is already dry and reactive, like we discussed in episode 1, jumping into aggressive collagen stimulation can definitely worsen thinning as well as loss of firmness. And in the next episode, we're going to talk about why your products suddenly burn, even though you've been using them for years. I've touched on the subject before a little bit, but we're diving a little bit deeper into that because that's directly connected to everything that we've discussed about barrier decline. And maybe you need this reminder. Healthy skin isn't about chasing youth or trends or whatever's trending on TikTok. It's about restoration. It's about coming back to yourself and feeling like yourself again, looking in the mirror and seeing yourself again. So if your makeup has started looking dry and all wrong on your skin, any of this sounds familiar, and you are frustrated with your skin, this feels like your skin that I've described, I created a free guide. You can comment guide below and I will share it with you. Alternatively, I will link it down in the description box below. Start there, start with the guide. Then we assess your skin properly. And remember, here we are done shrinking.